Do you know Chuvashia? Before you think it's a dirty word, let me explain what it's all about. Chuvashia is one of Russia's 89 regions, and like almost everything else in the country, it is full of fascinating curiosities. This autonomous republic is rich in cultural traditions, with a people who preserve unique customs and their own language. The region is also known for its rich history and picturesque landscapes. If you want to get to know another fascinating part of Russia and discover incredible traditions, stay with us until the end of the video. Let's explore this land full of history, culture, and natural beauty together. Number 1. Location and geographical data. Located in the center-west of Russia, Chuvashia is one of the country's 22 federal republics. The region covers an area of approximately 18,300 square kilometers and is located in the eastern part of the Russian plain, between the Volga and Sura rivers. The capital of the republic is the city of Cheboksary, situated on the banks of the Volga, one of the largest rivers in Russia and Europe. Chuvashia is characterized by a predominantly flat terrain, with some elevations to the north and west. The vegetation is mainly mixed forests with pine, fir, and birch trees. In addition, the region has fertile soil, which contributes to local agriculture. The climate in Chuvashia is temperate continental, with hot summers and harsh winters. Temperatures range from an average of -13 degrees Celsius in January to 19 degrees Celsius in July. The average annual rainfall is around 550 millimeters, distributed relatively evenly throughout the year, with a higher incidence in the summer months. Chuvashia's hydrography is dominated by the Volga River, which is not only vital for water supply and transportation, but also for hydroelectric power generation. Other important rivers include the Sura and Sivil, which flow into the Volga. Chuvashia is divided into 21 administrative districts and has several cities and towns, the main ones being Cheboksary and Novocheboksarsk. The population of the republic is around 1,200,000, made up mainly of Chuvashians, as well as Russians and other ethnic groups. This combination of geographical and climatic features makes Chuvashia a diverse and important region in the context of the Russian Federation. Number 2. The capital. Cheboksary is the capital of Chuvashia and is situated on the banks of the Volga River, one of Russia's most iconic rivers. With a population of around 500,000, the city is an important cultural, economic, and administrative center of the republic. The city is known for its beautiful waterfront, the Volga Promenade, which offers panoramic views of the river and is a popular spot for walks and recreational activities. The area is adorned with parks, fountains, and sculptures, creating a pleasant environment for locals and tourists alike. Among Cheboksary's points of interest is the Chuvashia National Museum, which houses a vast collection of historical and cultural artifacts that tell the story of the region and its people. The museum is a must-see for anyone wishing to better understand the rich cultural heritage of the Chuvash. Another important landmark is the Opera and Ballet Theater, an impressive building that offers a diverse program of performances, attracting audiences from all over the region. The architecture of the theater, with its neoclassical facade and ornate details, is one of the city's jewels. Republic Square is the heart of Cheboksary, where the regional government building is located. The square is often the scene of public events and celebrations and is a meeting place for the community. The city is also home to the Dormition Cathedral, a Russian Orthodox church with stunning architecture, including golden domes and interiors decorated with religious icons. The cathedral is one of the main places of worship and a symbol of the local faith. Cheboksary is a vibrant city where modernity and tradition meet. Its clean streets, well-developed infrastructure, and attractive sights make it an important destination in the Volga region. Number 3. Chuvashia's history. Chuvashia's history dates back to ancient times. with the earliest evidence of human habitation in the region dating back some 8,000 years. The region was occupied by various Finno-Ugric tribes before the arrival of the Turkic peoples in the first millennium. The Chuvash are descendants of the Bulgarians, a Turkish people who settled in the area in the 7th century. During the 9th century, the region was part of Volga Bulgaria, a powerful medieval state that prospered through trade with the Islamic world and Northern Europe. In the 13th century, Volga Bulgaria was invaded by the Mongols, becoming part of the Mongol Empire and, later, the Golden Horde. The Mongol influence lasted until the 15th century, when the power of the Horde began to decline. In the 16th century, the region was annexed by the Russian Tsarate during the reign of Ivan the Terrible. This period marked the beginning of a gradual integration of the Chuvash into the Russian state, with many local tribes adopting Orthodox Christianity and beginning to mix with the Russian settlers. Throughout the 17th and 18th centuries, Chuvashia experienced significant changes, including forced conversion to Christianity and cultural assimilation. During the Soviet period, the region was granted the status of an autonomous Soviet Socialist Republic in 1920 as part of the Soviet government's nationalities policy. This brought greater political and cultural autonomy for the Chuvash people, including the official use of the Chuvash language and the development of a local intellectual elite. With the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, Chuvashia became a republic within the Russian Federation, retaining a certain degree of autonomy. The region has since worked to preserve its unique cultural identity while integrating itself into the political and economic structure of modern Russia. Chuvashia's history is marked by a rich composition of cultural and historical influences that continue to shape its identity today. Number 4. Costume with coins. In Chuvashia, women are known for wearing traditional costumes adorned with silver coins. These adornments, which include hats and necklaces, can weigh up to 16 kilos and are made from old, out-of-circulation coins. The coins are meticulously selected for their aesthetic and historical value, reflecting the rich cultural heritage of the region. The sound the coins make when they clash is a distinctive feature of these costumes. The costumes are worn on special occasions, such as weddings and traditional festivities, and play an important role in expressing cultural identity and social status. In Chuvashia, the sound of coins is believed to protect against evil spirits and bring good luck. In addition, these ornaments are often passed down from generation to generation and are considered real family treasures. Each piece carries a story, preserving the traditions and ancient customs of the Chuvash community. The costumes are more than just decorative elements. They are a symbol of cultural continuity and a connection with the past. The coins, often strung together in intricate patterns, not only embellish, but also act as a form of visual communication, demonstrating the family's wealth and social standing. Thus, the women of Chuvashia continue to keep alive a centuries-old tradition, standing out for the uniqueness and cultural importance of their coin-adorned costumes. Number 5. The Chuvash and the Chuvash language. The Chuvash are an ethnic group native to the Volga region of Russia and are known for their unique language, Chuvash. This language is part of the Turkic language family, but is distinct in its evolution and linguistic features. Chuvash is the only living language of the Ugric branch, which differs from the other Turkmen languages. The language has two main dialectal variations, High Chuvash and Low Chuvash, with marked regional differences. Chuvash is currently spoken by around 1 million people, most of whom are concentrated in the Republic of Chuvashia, where it is one of the official languages alongside Russian. The use of Chuvash is encouraged in educational and cultural contexts, and there are efforts to preserve and revitalize the language, especially among the younger generations. Chuvash literature includes works of poetry, prose, and theater, which are important for the maintenance of Chuvash language and culture. Chuvashia writing uses the Cyrillic alphabet, adapted to include specific letters that represent sounds not found in Russian. The language has a rich tradition of folklore, with many tales, legends, and songs passed down orally from generation to generation. These cultural elements play a crucial role in Chuvash identity and the preservation of their language. In short, Chuvash is a vibrant language and culture, albeit at risk due to the increasing dominance of Russian. Continued preservation and education efforts are essential to keep this unique linguistic heritage alive in Russia. Number 6. Religion. In the Republic of Chuvashia, Russian Orthodox Christianity is the predominant religion, reflecting the wide influence of the Russian Orthodox Church in the region. Most Chuvashians are baptized into this faith, and celebrations such as Orthodox Christmas and Easter are widely observed. In addition to Orthodox practices, Chuvashia also preserves indigenous religious traditions, known as Tura or Kama, which include elements of animism and shamanism. These ancestral practices are centered on nature cults and veneration of spirits, and are particularly evident in seasonal rituals and family celebrations. Another religion present in Chuvashia is Islam, especially among the Tatar population. Although fewer in number, Muslims have a significant presence, with their own mosques and cultural practices. The coexistence of different religions is marked by tolerance and mutual respect, with religious freedom guaranteed by local and federal legislation. Traditional Chuvashia rituals, although less common, are still practiced by some communities and individuals, often in combination with Christianity. This results in an interesting religious synchronization where elements of different faiths blend into everyday practices. The preservation of these traditions is supported by cultural and educational initiatives that aim to keep local practices and languages alive. In short, Chuvashia is an example of religious and cultural diversity, where Russian Orthodox Christianity, Islam, and indigenous traditions coexist and contribute to the region's rich cultural tapestry. Religious freedom is a fundamental principle, allowing diverse beliefs and practices to be respected and celebrated. Number 7. Novocheboksarsk. Novocheboksarsk is a city in the Republic of Chuvashia, located on the banks of the Volga River, approximately 20 kilometers east of Cheboksary. Founded in 1960, the city was planned to support the industrial development of the region, particularly in the chemical and engineering fields. With a population of around 125,000, Novocheboksarsk is known for its functional architecture, characterized by apartment blocks and industrial buildings. The city has several attractions, including Victory Park, a popular green space for recreation and community events. The Novocheboksarsk Cultural Center is another highlight, offering a variety of cultural and artistic activities such as theater, exhibitions, and concerts. The banks of the Volga offer panoramic views and are a popular spot for walks and outdoor activities. Novocheboksarsk is also an important educational center, with several schools and technical institutions serving the region. The city is well connected by a transportation network that includes buses and a train station, making it easy to reach Cheboksary and other nearby areas. Novocheboksarsk's industrial infrastructure is robust, with several chemical and construction plants playing a crucial role in the local economy. The city also invests in energy and technology, seeking to diversify its economic bases. Number 8. Economy. Chuvashia's economy is characterized by a solid industrial base and diversified agriculture. Industry is dominated by sectors such as chemicals, electronics, and engineering, with Novocheboksarsk being an important production center. The region is an important producer of chemical products such as fertilizers and plastics, as well as electronic equipment. Agriculture is vital, with the production of cereals, potatoes, and sugar beet, as well as livestock farming, which includes cattle and poultry. The service sector is diversified, encompassing commerce, transportation, and tourism. The latter is driven by the natural landscapes and cultural heritage. The region's infrastructure is constantly developing, with investments in transportation and technology to improve connectivity and economic efficiency. Chuvashia is also looking to expand its IT and innovation sector, with a focus on increasing regional competitiveness. These initiatives aim not only to sustain economic growth, but also to integrate Chuvashia more fully into the Russian economy, taking advantage of its geographical advantages and skilled human resources. Economic diversification and investments in infrastructure are key to the sustainable development and economic resilience of the Republic. Number 9. Brewing tradition. Chuvashia's brewing tradition is an essential part of the local culture and has deep roots in the region's history. Chuvashia is responsible for 90% of Russia's hoppy production, which is reflected in the coats of arms of the Republic and its capital, Cheboksary, which feature the hop plant. Beer is considered the national drink of Chuvashia and plays a significant role in social and cultural events. Beer production in the region dates back centuries, influenced by historical contacts with southern cultures such as India and Iran, where beer was also produced. In Chuvashia, the practice of brewing beer is passed down from generation to generation, preserving traditional recipes and methods. The Beer Museum in Cheboksary is an important tourist attraction that celebrates this heritage. The museum, built in the shape of a beer barrel, offers visitors the chance to learn about the history of beer production in the region and taste different varieties. Festivals such as Zelenoy Zoloto Rossi highlight the local brewing culture and attract tourists and beer experts from all over the world. The Chuvashia company is one of the main producers in the region, renowned for the high quality of its brands, such as Zhigulevsko and Chuvashia. Brewing in Chuvashia is not only a cultural tradition, but also an important source of economic income, contributing significantly to the development of the region. The combination of traditional techniques and modern innovations continues to keep the brewing tradition alive and kicking in Chuvashia. Number 10. Traditional Festival. Akatauy is a traditional festival of Chuvashian culture, held to celebrate the end of spring sowing and the beginning of summer. This event is an opportunity to thank the deities for the harvest and make requests for prosperity for the next crop. During the celebration, there are sports competitions such as races, fights, and traditional games, as well as folk dances and musical performances. Participants wear colorful traditional costumes, highlighting local handicrafts and the region's rich cultural heritage. The festival also includes the exhibition and sale of handicraft products and typical foods. Akatauy is a time for strengthening community ties, bringing together residents from different villages to share their traditions and culture. The festival is an important part of Chuvashia's cultural calendar, preserving and promoting Chuvashian cultural identity. And so ends our journey today through fascinating Chuvashia. If you want to continue traveling with us, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on our next adventure.